Figure P2-11. Whenever we see the sides like this, that we can use the polygon tool, we're going to pick up the geometry rather than sketch in each of those line segments and try to add all of those relations, or even do a circular pattern. For the hole locations, those will be part of our circular pattern, and then we'll probably just go back to the rectangle for the center geometry. So not really having an idea of depth, one of the things, we're assuming that this is a pocket through, but it could be a boss coming towards us, away from us. There could be something else going on there. So if it is a pocket, then we would want to look at what is the minimum radius we could put in there to help with manufacturing, and with a thickness of 6 millimeters, that leaves quite a bit of geometry open. Alright, so I'm in my millimeter sketch. We'll go into the front plane, or sorry, millimeter part template, and we'll open up the front plane. We'll go into the polygon, and I'll set the 12 sides. And I had to count it twice to make sure that there were 12 sides there. We will pick up off the origin and drag out, and then when I place the geometry, we can right click and go to select. I'll pick one of the facets and make it horizontal. If I picked one of the sides, of course they would be vertical. And then for dimensioning, I could go between any two flats, or we can go to that base inscribed circle to set our dimension. And that will be 180 millimeters. So let's go ahead with the hole, and we'll zoom up just a little bit, and our hole diameters are 20 millimeters, and so I want that to be horizontal to the origin, so I need the origin and the center point, and so that'll set horizontal. Most of the time my preferred would be to go ahead and draw that base circle, but let's see what happens without the base circle. So if I have my geometry, my circle picked, and we go to circular sketch pattern, we are pointed to the origin, which we're rotating about. Equal spacing, we can dimension the radius, and if I go angular spacing, that will get rid of the radial dimensions. So let's go with our 8 holes, and we're given a diameter of 120, so we're not too far off. I'll go ahead and set that to 60, and then let's go ahead and accept it and see how much it gives us. Alright, so the linear distance looks good. When I go to drag this, it picked up that center, and it automatically dropped in the center line to dimension that radius. So doesn't look like in this case that I got the point if I had not allowed it to do the radius. So in this case, I'll go back to the center and notice that the first horizontal that I put in is staying there. When I bring the endpoint of the center line back to the origin, then that's going to allow it to go fully defined. Alright, so if I hadn't made the center point horizontal, then chances are I would have had to apply a horizontal to the center line. We'll go back into the center rectangle, and this is 40 by 40. So we'll go into our select, pick the first item, hold down the control button, pick the second item, set those to equal, and then the smart dimension goes to 40. Alright, and then we said there was a thickness of 6 millimeters. Accept it, save it, and we're done, ready for the next project.